Hello dear, you're welcome to class. Today we'll be looking at our way of living. Our way of living. People have different ways they live. This is called culture. Now, culture means the way of life. It's actually the way of life of a group of people. Culture means way of life. In Nigeria, there are over 250 groups of people. 250 groups of people in Nigeria. And every group in Nigeria has their own culture. So there are over 250 groups in Nigeria with different cultures. People from the same group can be identified by the way they dress, the food they eat, the music they listen to, their mode of greeting, their ideas, their beliefs, because people from the same group have the same culture. People from the same group have the same culture. So the food they eat, their attire, the clothes they wear, the music they listen to, their morals, their language, their ideas and their beliefs, those are elements of culture. Elements of culture. Now let's look at the types of culture. The first type of culture we'll be looking at is material culture. Material culture. This includes parts of our culture that we can see and we can touch. The parts of our culture that we can see and we can touch are called material culture. Examples of material culture include our traditional attires. How do you know a particular man you see is a Yoruba man or a Hausa man or an Igbo man? Is the kind of dresses or the kind of attire they put on. So a traditional Yoruba man will not wear same clothes as an Igbo man, and an Igbo man will not wear same clothes as a Hausa man. So you can see it. That's why it's material culture. Our traditional attire is an example of material culture. Another example of material culture is soups. Different culture have their different foods and their different soups. For the Hausa people, it's tuwo shinkafa and their soup dage dage. While for the Yorubas, it's amala with ewedu soup, and the Igbos have their own. We can actually identify it because we can see it. So it's an example of material culture. Another example of material culture is music. You can actually see the musical instrument. You can see the people playing. So music is something you can see, and it's material culture. The way of greeting. For the Yorubas, the boys, they prostrate to greet the elderly ones, and the girls kneel down to greet their elderly ones. So it's an example of material culture because we can see it. Another example of material culture is the utensils. For the Igbos, they are known to always use calabashes, and for the Hausa, they are known to use same calabash but of a different kind. It's on your, can you see the image on your screen? The one on the left is the calabash used by the Igbo people, and the calabash on the right is that used by the Hausas. So it's an example of material culture because we can see it. Now another type of culture is the non-material culture. Non-material culture includes part of our culture that we cannot see and we cannot touch. We cannot see and we cannot touch. Now, the part of our culture that we cannot see and we cannot touch is called non-material culture. Now, examples are language. Language. Can you see language? No. Can you touch language? No, you cannot touch language. So, it's an example of a non-material culture. Morals, beliefs, ideas are all examples of non-material culture because we cannot see them and we cannot touch them. Now, we've come to the end of the class. Don't forget to answer the questions below. I hope you enjoyed this class. See you in the next class. Thanks for watching. Bye.